I'm glad that you're here, right? Because I got this, it's been a lot of speculation on this title. What do you feel about the BMF title? What do you feel about that? Circulating in the UFC. Do you respect it? Is it something that you respect or something that you're like, it's a made-up belt? How do you feel about the BMF title? And even though Max holds it right now, but...
So first of all, Nate made that belt.
Right.
Nate's like my big cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's my OG.
Yeah.
And so Nate made the belt. He was coming out there being the best. What he was saying was the niggas that really be out there doing that shit to the fullest and really gonna stand on that, you know? And it's a lot of y'all niggas that ain't gonna do that. They tough, don't knocking them. Yeah. But it's levels to this shit, you know? Like some guys ain't willing to take that risk and make that happen for the audience.
Yeah.
They just trying to focus on the win.
Right.
They just trying to get the W.
Right.
And if that's cool what you focus on, but I'm focused on a legacy. I'm focused on niggas that watch my fights from here 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying? Not just no one night. And you can go back and look at all my catalog. I probably say one on fight I don't like on there. Yeah. Besides that, my shit be going.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. You have had some brutal fights, and I believe there was a BMF fight that just happened between Justin Gaethje and Max Bless Holloway. What was your take on that? What was your take on that fight?
Dope ass fight.
Do you feel like that was a real BMF title fight? Like that's what it's supposed to stand for? Or do you feel like it's still missing a couple elements?
Nah, that was a statement. You know, that was a statement. You know what I mean? Like to knock a nigga out the last second, that's some shit you see in a movie. Like you don't see the shot, like you throw the last shot and it bounces on the rim. It's like dun 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 dun, and it's going all slow and shit. It's one of them moments where you just and then knock him in, you know?
I mean, he did some shit that you would do when he said, hey, stand right here.
I did it right about that same night.
You've done it.
I did it that same night.
That same night, bro.
Same night. I did it the same night. And so I thought I was going to get the fight of the night, and I thought I was doing it. But Max is the same type of nigga like me where we go out there and we perform.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Do you... I look at the title, the BMF title, to speak on it briefly, as a real belt. To me, that's something that's fought for in a different light. When you hear a BMF title fight's gonna happen, I think it sparks the fans in a different feel than, it's another title fight. You know what I'm saying? BMF is the baddest motherfucker, and everybody that I've seen fight for that belt so far, which it hasn't even passed hands too much. It's something new.
It's an honor.
It's an honor, but have fought for that shit. It's
one day,
monsters.
If God bless me, I'll fight for that too. You know, one day I'll fight for that too.
I feel like they should move, and this is my honest opinion. And I feel like there should be a BMF title for every division, because there's some guys that might not be able to move up to that weight, or there's some guys that may stay under. I think that there should be one for at least three different weight divisions. You know what I'm saying? We should have at least 3 to 4 different weight divisions have that BMF title for the ones that we know that's really kicking ass down there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
No. I'd say no.
There we go. Come on.
There can only be one BMF. Don't get me wrong. There's some dope, but there's only one guy that gonna stand out. Hey, at the Players Ball, they gotta pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
They gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one. But what if there's some guys that won't cut it for that weight class though, but are still dope? Are we supposed to still throw them in there? Like, I don't get how that would even work, you know? That's why I was like, move that title at least in a couple different areas. You know what I mean? Especially where there's stars at.
But
that
I see what you're saying, but see, what Max was saying is, if you're a true BMF, he'd fight anybody at any weight. He'd fight anybody anyway. And so
it makes me like that title even more when I sit here and talk to you about it, like, and break it down. It makes me like it.
You'd meet halfway, we'd meet half. We meet this way, we can meet, you know?
Yeah.
It's a BMF. This ain't about nothing else. This is about some real, who's the toughest son of a bitch.
Bro, I feel like that's one of my favorite titles being fought for today. It ain't even really any of the standard UFC titles. You know what I'm saying? When I hear a BMF fight about to happen, and that's why I like to talk to you, because you're a bad man. You know what I'm saying? So I love talking to you about the BMF title, because you're one of them dudes that really fight for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And really have put your name.
Put this shit on. Put on for this shit.
You really put on, bro. And really,
and that's the problem what I be having with a lot of niggas, is that they ain't put on yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? And until you get your official stamp from the officials, you know what I'm saying? Like, I call it the cool kids versus the brats. But it's you know what I'm saying? It's the niggas that's in. Like if you, or another way, even if we was in a classroom, it'd be the niggas that be in the back room over there powwowing and shit. Like we over here and we getting picked on by the teacher and shit because we trying to look at the girls and we trying to do what boys do.
Right.
And then you got the kiss ass over there, teacher. He raised his hand all the time, teacher, you know? And so those are those guys that getting all the privilege.
So you feel like this is the battle. UFC is the battle between the haves and the have-nots. Is that where that stands for you? Like it's the haves and the have-nots.
And what that have is
Thunderdome.
You know what that have is? That have is that Twitter following or Instagram, that following shit. You know what I mean? They got it, and so if you don't got it, you're not official. That's what they trying to tell me. But I'm like, nah. It's about if you put your blood, sweat, tears in this and you've been around this motherfucker enough to have a say-so, y'all just got here. Y'all are like 3-4 fights in this motherfucker. Y'all just got here, my nigga. Come talk to me in about 2 years and see if y'all niggas still around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And see who can stand the test of time.
Yeah, if you really been through this shit.
Right.
You really been tested. Like y'all be, y'all was on Kelpie head. You ain't been tested. Nigga gotta be tested. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get tested, nigga.
I mean, when I was coming up, bro, I've gotten tested, like on the blade, shit. Niggas that knew me will sweat my bitch right in front of me and be like, nigga, I'm sweating her. Shit, that was the game. So I looked at things, I got a whole different outlook on me. A lot of niggas play this shit Army style. I play it Marine style. You feel what I'm saying? It's really the few. It's not a lot of people that play
Can I tell you
where I
something?
play.